Okay, this video is for 10.5.2G, Inscribed Quadrilaterals. So, today in class we talked about a quadrilateral can be inscribed inside of a circle as long as opposite angles add up to 180 degrees. So let's take a look at problem number 4. We can say that this either is able to be inscribed in a circle or not able to be inscribed in a circle if we look at their opposite angles. The opposite angles are these two, and these two. So the blue ones have to add to 180 and the red ones have to add to 180. We can already see that 130 plus 50 equals 180. So we know those opposite angles work. And we know also that a quadrilateral has to add up to 360 degrees with its 4 interior angles. And since the blue ones add up to 180, we know that the red ones also have to add up to 180 because we need to cover that extra 180 degrees. And so the answer for 4 is yes. This kite can be inscribed inside of a circle. Now, let's use that property, the fact that opposite angles need to add to 180 degrees, to solve some of these problems. So let's look at the second number 4. Find the value of x and y. So, we need to look at opposite angles. Those two need to add to 120, and these two need to add to 120. 180. So, if we want to find y first, we need to do y plus 120 equals 180. Subtract 120 from both sides, and y equals 60. Now let's find z. Same process. Z plus 80 equals 180. Subtract 80 from both sides, z equals 100. Alright, let's do one more. Gets a little bit more complicated. So we can use that process and our understanding of inscribed angles and inscribed quadrilaterals in order to find missing arcs or angle measures. So let's look at problem number 7. What we see here is a quadrilateral inscribed inside of a circle. And they've given us an arc measure right here, and they've given us an angle measure right here. And we want to find this arc measure. So let's start with the angle. We know that opposite angles need to add to 180. So we can figure out what h is by doing measure of angle h plus 83 equals 180. Subtract 83 from both sides and we get that the measure of angle h equals 97 degrees. So angle h, that's not a good place for it. Angle h equals 97. Now, what else we see from there is that the inscribed angle h meets the circle and creates this large arc that includes the 132 degree arc as well as our question mark arc. And we know that an inscribed angle, the degree measure of that, is half of what the arc measure is. So we know that this full arc measure, including the 132 degrees and the question mark, has to equal 97 times 2, which is 194. And then if we subtract away the 132 degree arc, it'll leave us with just what the question mark is. So that calculation is 194 minus 132, and that equals 62. 62 degrees. And what 62 degrees is the degree measure for our question mark arc.